From the WKYC Digital Broadcast Center, this is Channel 3 News.
Well, every week at this time, we take a look at things that are working, even in these very challenging times. Tonight, we take you to a summer camp locally that for a century has been teaching inner city children there's a great big world out there. Here's Jeff Maynard.
This is something they'll never forget, feeding 7-week-old baby calves.
This is not eating Dan's shirt again.
Yeah, I know.
Witnessing the charge of the young rams and learning the fresh air of summer camp is not always fresh air. In 1896, Hiram House in Cleveland was the nation's second settlement house, helping immigrant families settle in their new land. Hiram House began sending immigrant children to camp out in the country, a long ride on the interurban train back then. Today, Hiram House Camp has 172 acres in Moreland Hills, room enough for a summer's worth of fun in a week.
By far the most popular activity here at camp would be the horseback riding program.
Do you remember how to steer? Very good. And how do we stop? Pull back and say, whoa.
Riding is just one of the things youngsters learn at camp.
DeJuan, what's the best part of camp?
Swimming, canoeing, and archery.
Canoeing on the camp's lake teaches teamwork.
I agree with DeJuan. I think canoeing is one of the most fun things to do here at the camp, but this is just the beginning.
I like swimming, archery, rock climbing.
Where should I put my hands?
On the camp's 35-foot-high alpine climbing wall.
Push!
And how about an archery lesson?
You don't want to grab the back of the bow like this. You want to grab it like this.
Fingertips?
Fingertips only.
All right, form, not bad. Result, needs work. Campers learn about nature, about getting along with others, and about themselves. Day campers are mostly middle-class kids living nearby. Overnight campers, mostly disadvantaged children from the inner city, which is who the camp was for when it started. Director Russell Grunke's been here 43 years.
It hasn't lessened at all, Jeff. That's the problem, is things really haven't changed in the last 100 years.
The slums of a century ago are the urban neighborhoods of today.
We're still trying to work with youth and give them some confidence in themselves, the ability to think rationally, if you will, the ability to take responsibility and accountability.
Give them confidence in themselves. If you distilled it down to one thing, I have a sense that might be the thing.
Yes, confidence in themselves, the ability to think, the ability to work with individuals.
After more than a century, Hiram House Camp is still doing that and is still part of what works in Cleveland. Jeff Maynard, Channel 3 News.
And now we know what Jeff did on his summer vacation. One of Hiram House Camp's success stories is that of Antoine Fisher. Antoine got out of an abusive foster home locally, went to camp, then went on to be a successful Hollywood screenwriter and the subject of that movie we've all heard, the Antoine Fisher story.